Now, after knowing this part right here, this is a joke. This is a joke. This woman that filed this police report needs to find another career. This is not for you, okay? If he did not touch you, he did not hurt you, he in no way assaulted you, and you still went and filed a police report after you invaded his home unannounced on a weekend when he's having a birthday party and he's drunk, okay? You have to understand, you're doing randomized testing, showing up at people's houses. You're gonna find them in different states mentally, okay? He's drunk. He's allowed to be drunk at his house having a birthday party. And then you don't like how he talked to you. I felt threatened. Did he threaten you? Well, he said people that come to my house get killed. Okay, but that's not a threat towards you. He's just saying like people just invade my house. He's blacked out drunk, okay? Like it's bad behavior. But filing a police report against your manager's instructions, your manager won't even provide a statement. You're on your own, Karen. Crybaby. And the best part is Jon Jones exposed you afterwards. Hey, you think she would have filed the report if she knew that this video existed? Probably not. Oh, this is a fun video. You guys are going to get to see me react to this Jon Jones story as I'm recording it. More information is coming out, and so I'm learning about it in the first half, and then we see what really happened. As I'm recording this, I haven't even gotten to the part where Jon Jones shows the footage that he has just released of them like leaving the home, and so I mean, I feel confident enough right now to tell you that this entire thing is going to end up being blown out of proportion on a level that is almost laughable. And you guys have seen me. I'm not afraid to hammer Jon Jones. This is a Karen being a crybaby, and you are going to get to see me learn about it in real time. Now, I'm not excusing Jon Jones' behavior, but there is a huge difference between someone behaving badly and someone going to the police about it. And that's what we're talking about. So buckle up. So at first glance, we have another incident of Jon Jones potentially assaulting another woman while blacked out drunk. And so you look at this and you go, man, this guy's history is pretty rough on topics like this. And this happened to be a randomized drug tester from the new organization that replaced USADA. And now we're going to look at the details of what was accused, the police report, so on and so forth. But Jon Jones, 1 minute ago, just put out a statement responding to the accusations, and he definitely muddied the waters. And what I mean by muddied the waters is now you got to go, well, I don't know who I believe here. I'm not sure who is telling the truth because this was represented one way, but there's video evidence on the Jon Jones side that makes it look very different than it was described. When they say Jon Jones did XYZ, what generally speaking usually happened, and it's like, well, we could watch the badge cam, we could look at pictures of his girl's face and so on and so forth. You're like, well, pretty sure that he hit her. I mean, bottom line, you almost always end up with badge cam footage. That's kind of how you see what happened. So if Jon Jones provides footage in the other direction, we need to give him the same opportunity to clear his name as when we use badge cam footage to convict him in public opinion. So we're going to do that. And spoiler, I have not seen the footage. His statement just came out, and I intentionally did not watch the video that he provided, but we're going to read through his statement and go through the video that he provided after we go through what the details of the accusation are. Now, you got to keep in mind, this is the new UFC doping agency. And so he did this with the new agency that UFC may like own or whatever. So what's UFC going to do about this if it's true? Like Jon Jones, a guy with historical bad tests, lots of them, more than any other person, refused to take a drug test. If that's what we're saying, refused to take a drug, what's UFC going to do about that? You know, Vanderlei Silva got banned for life for that when he didn't even speak the language. Okay. So you tell me, what is UFC going to do about that? Or what's the athletic board going to do? I don't even know which governing body decides, but if he really did refuse that test, what are they going to do about it? So we're going to do that. And, also if you, once you're done with this video, if you have not watched this video yet, the one that I dropped a couple hours ago about, Diddy and the blackmail tapes and Wes Watson and all that stuff, I'm telling you right now, do not miss that video, dude. That's a good one. The average watch time on that video is the longest of any video that I've ever done in my YouTube career. So people are watching it for a long time. They're captivated by what is on that video. So give that a look. It's not too late to go to UFC 300. That's why I'm putting this ad spot here right now. I would do this for free. Ooh, I got an exciting sponsor for you guys today, and that is Game Time. Game Time built a ticket marketplace that makes it faster and easier to get to your favorite events at a moment's notice. Game Time provides the premier marketplace for last-minute tickets to the most popular events in sports, music, and theater. So you can look at artists, teams, comedian, venues. So I live in Austin. So I'm like, all right, let me look up the Moody Center. I look this up and boom, look at these events. I just realized Jordan Peterson is coming April 23rd. I'm going to that. So you click into the event that you want to go to, you pick where you want to sit, and then you go over here, and bam, you check out. See, you just go through the checkout process, super simple. And then once you bought them, up in the top right, my tickets, that's where your tickets are gonna be. It's super fast, it's super easy, it's very convenient. And sometimes when you go last minute, you can get tickets for up to 60% off. Here's the best part, they guarantee the lowest price. So if you find tickets on another site in the same row that's cheaper than the tickets that you bought on Game Time, they will credit you 110% of the difference. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time, download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code JesseOnFire for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, download the Game Time app today, create an account, and redeem code JesseOnFire, JesseOnFire for $20 off. Game Time, last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Let's jump into this thing and listen to the details of the case, and then I'm going to go through some additional stuff that's come out since then.
Jon Jones is being accused of threatening a staff member of the new drug testing agency. According to ABQ Raw News, the Albuquerque Police Department responded to a call after a person working for a drug testing agency was trying to obtain a drug test from UFC fighter Jon Jones. The UFC partners with a drug testing program called Drug-Free Sport International, and it is in charge of the collection process. For several years, the UFC partnered with USADA. However, last year, the UFC cut ties with them and started contracting with Drug-Free Sport International instead. Sources who are not authorized to speak to the media said the drug tester noticed Jones appeared extremely intoxicated and threatened to kill the tester. Jones at one point even snagged the drug tester's cell phone. The incident happened at the end of March. However, the tester went to a location nearby Jones' home today to report the incident. The tester met with officers at another location in far northeast Albuquerque. APD is currently investigating the alleged criminal act. And that's going to wrap it up for the news.
Okay, so now in the next segment, I'm going to show you guys what's in this article because there's a lot more detail to the accusation in this article. I want to be crystal clear. I probably should have said this on the front side. The reason that I called it an assault on a woman is because of the cell phone thing. I had that wrong when I said assault earlier because I thought that he snatched it out of her hand. And as we're going to find out when we get into the details of this article that have it more outlined what actually happened, he snatched it off of a desk. And so when I called it an assault, I retract that. It's not an assault, physical assault, because he grabbed the cell phone off of something. He didn't snatch it out of her hand. So now I want to put in perspective what Jon Jones looks like when he's drunk so that you can visualize this incident in a way like it for sure happened. So again, remember the details. She comes to his house. Now, from the statement that he's put out, he was in the middle of having a birthday party, so he was verified, very drunk. Okay, he's admitting that. When you picture his interactions with this woman and she's saying one thing and he's saying another thing, you have to keep this in mind. This is a video from a month ago that came out where Jon Jones was at a comedy show wasted. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with people getting drunk, obviously, but some people are awful drunks. And I'm showing you this in order for you to visualize what he probably was like interacting with her, and then also how much you can trust his version of things in terms of his memory. So this is a comedy show about a month ago, and just listen to this, all right? Here's Jon Jones with a comedian.
Before I rile up the drunk person.
You fuck off.
So wait, you're an audience member, right?
Uh-huh.
You're a little drunk, I assume.
Un poquito.
Un poquito? I would say is.
I want your hair shit. I want a good white joke. Like I want a white guy to give me the best.
Well, I'll do a rebuttal to
it's been so many years. I want my friends to give me a rebuttal.
Hey.
Guys, give it to him. Give it to him for a good black joke.
Huh?
I was saying, guys, give it to him for a good black joke.
Give it to yes, everybody, give it to me right now. So wait, how did you actually stumble upon this place? Are you like just blackout drunk?
Well, my cutie over here was just the resource of everything. That's awesome.
Are you sure?
That was my cutie right here is the source of everything that's awesome. So, I mean,
Sure this is alcohol or is it?
Are we? Is this what you do for a good time? No, honestly, I'm trying to find the amusement in it, and you guys have been awesome.
Can we all fuck
honestly, no, you guys have been funny so far.
okay, so you get the idea, all right? That is the Jon Jones that is interacting with this woman when he's at her house, right? that one. Like, oh, this cutie is the source of everything that's awesome. Hey, why does he sound like Unique? He just does. So that is the grain of salt that you need to take his response with, okay? So now let's go over to this article right here. So this has a bunch more details on the actual accusation, and then we'll get into Jon Jones's response and the video that he provided. So Jon Jones accused of assaulting drug testing agent, threatening to kill her. All right. So we know all this stuff. It happened March 30th, about a week ago, but this is all in the police report. So according to the police report, Martinez told authorities she and her coworker arrived at Jones' home approximately 4 p.m. to retrieve a urine sample. Now, they come unannounced. We all know that. Martinez reported that Jones was cooperative at first after she laid down her equipment down on the table, which included her personal cell phone. Oh, look at that. Okay, well, let me think about this. Let's hear how this actually went then, because if he did not snatch it from her, then that definitely changes the perspective on whether it's assault or not. Okay, so Martinez claims that Jones and her coworker went around the corner so he could give them a urine sample. When they returned, Martinez stated that her coworker appeared nervous and said that Jones wasn't able to urinate while he's wasted. Okay. Martinez stated that she offered to take a blood sample. Instead, she said Jones appeared agitated and was tense and puffed up. She told police that Jones began asking them questions if they had money because he was going to sue them. And that's when she alleges the UFC fighter picked up her phone and started recording them. Okay. So I completely retract every single thing that I just said about the assault with the phone thing. I take that back. I cannot go back and edit all of that out. Maybe I'll put a preface at the front because I don't have the time. I'm trying to get this up. All right. So police stated that the responding officer reviewed the video wherein Jones stated something to the effect of, "Here's fucking Jerome and his girlfriend in my garage," and the video cut off. Martinez alleged that Jones then put her phone into his pocket and got into her face stating, "Why the fuck are you people coming so early? Do you know what happens to people who come to my house? They end up dead." Is that a death threat? Is that a death threat? I don't know, dude. Martinez told police she was terrified with Jones allegedly standing less than a foot from her and wanted to terminate the test, but was afraid Jones might hit her since UFC athletes face potential repercussions for not taking a drug test. Martinez said she wanted to call for help, but Jones still had her phone. Okay. I mean, obviously this is terrible behavior. Terrible. And honestly, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not taking that. Okay, so technically he didn't snatch the phone, but if he got in her face and yelled, okay, like you got to assume this girl knows his history, right? Like Jon Jones has publicly known fact that he's hit a woman before and he's wasted and he's in her face yelling at her. I mean, dude, if you're a dude, you should be terrified. A girl, I mean, come on, Not that any dude is going to have much of a, better chance of fucking dealing with a violent Jon Jones than a girl anyway. But she stated that Jon Jones eventually agreed to take the urine test again and placed her phone back on the counter. Martinez said she grabbed it while Jones and her coworker went back to the patio. So again, picture how blacked out he is, like in that video. This is how this is happening. They go back to the patio so he could urinate. Martinez stated that she texted her boss, identified in the report as Pearson Laughlin, that Jones was threatening her and that she could not talk to Laughlin over the phone because Jones could come back at any moment and she was afraid he would attack her if he saw her on the phone. Okay. I believe this 100%. I mean, you heard him in the comedy video. He's incoherent completely. Imagine if he got mad, right? He's in a big, you know how Jon is, dude. And he's in a big crowd there. He knows better than to get all worked up. Oh, everybody's being wonderful. He's in his own home. And he's allowed to be drunk as fuck in his own home, for the record. They came to his house unannounced, right? I will absolutely defend his right to be blacked out in his own house, But in terms of a woman's safety, how safe she feels, there's no reason why this would be exaggerating how she felt at all. When her coworker returned with the urine sample, Martinez claimed he looked pale and nervous, kept making mistakes while attempting to package the sample. Martinez told police she believed Jones may have been intoxicated because she smelled an odor of alcoholic beverage coming from him. She told police that, they're going to know whether he was fucking drunk or not. They have his urine sample. He better hope. Oh, wow. 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 She claimed her boss instructed her to hold off until UFC representatives spoke to her about filing the police report. Interesting, dude. Martinez claimed her coworker at the scene didn't want to file a police report because he was afraid of the repercussions. Oh my God, this just got so much worse right after that. Then Martinez then alleged that Laughlin contacted her on April 4th asking why she wanted to file a report. Martinez claimed it seemed like he was trying to talk her out of it. First of all, you Karen crybaby, you're dealing with UFC fighters. If he didn't actually assault you, why are you filing a police report? You know? Okay, then Martinez, like this kind of thing, dude, you work for an organization and they're like, listen, dude, I understand this made you uncomfortable. This is how this works. Like, this is the kind of job you have. I don't care. I'm going to file a police report anyway. He didn't touch you, okay? So Martinez told police she wanted to pursue criminal charges against Jones. With what criminal charges? With the police report noting that a summons will be issued to Jones. The officer noted in the report that he tried to reach out to Martinez's coworker and her boss, but didn't receive an answer, so a voicemail was left. Police stated Laughlin eventually reached out to them and said he did not want to provide a statement. Okay, so the other guy's like, I'm not giving a statement on this, dude. She's on her own completely. Martinez also provided the police with a written report with the accusations around the alleged incident. This is a joke. This is a joke. The police report states that a summons was issued on April 5th with Jones charged with assault and interference with communications for allegedly taking Martinez's phone. Based on online court records, no official charges are currently showing against Jones. UFC acknowledged a request for a statement from MMA Fighting regarding allegations against Jones. However, nothing has been issued yet. Okay, so this is why I do the videos like this, where I'm like, I save my reaction for as I read it. So you guys get to watch me investigate these stories as they go. This is a joke, dude. Okay, like this is bad behavior from Jon Jones, for sure. Bad behavior. But this woman who filed a police report on this is a joke. A Karen crybaby. Get in another organization. Dude, you do not belong in this world, dude. You came to a dude's house. You're at his house. Like, yeah, you get to do randomized drug testing, but you came to his house unannounced while he's in the middle of a birthday party. He's blacked out drunk. I mean, he's allowed to be blacked out drunk in his own house, and you didn't like how he behaved. And the worst you called it an assault because he grabbed your phone off of a counter. Get out of here with that, dude. Grow up. Seriously, my opinion is now 180 degrees on this, dude. And I did this in real time. Okay, bad behavior from Jon, but they invaded his home, right? And I realize that's part of being a professional fighter. But if he didn't touch her, if he didn't push her, if he didn't actually do anything, and he said, you know what happens to people who come in my house, they end up dead. Like, if that's a reason you're like, oh, I need to file a police report, and your manager refuses to even make a statement because he's like, I'm not going to get involved in this. Are you kidding me? If he didn't think the incident was credible enough to file a police report and no one got touched, then this is a joke, okay? I didn't like how he talked to me, so I filed assault charges. Get the fuck out of here with that. Which now brings us to the Jon Jones response portion of this video. And like I mean, look, just reading the article, I am already on Jon Jones' side, even though, I mean, again, I want to be very clear about what I'm saying. Jon Jones behaved very badly in this situation, looming over a woman, you know, grabbing her. So, but we saw what he's like when he's that drunk, and he's allowed to be that drunk in his own home. It's about the filing a police report is what changes this thing completely as it relates to me having her back or not. And I don't have her back at all. If you randomize, you know, go to his house and then file a police report because you didn't like how he talked to you, especially when he actually did provide a sample. All right, so Jon Jones, this is his response. I want to address reports about me allegedly threatening a drug tester's life and taking a phone. I want to clarify there is a video showing both drug testers leaving my home after the testing session where we exchanged a high five and a hug. Although I was frustrated with the unprofessionalism and used profanity out of frustration, it ended friendly and amicably, nothing threatening at all. I believe him, actually, that she was probably very unprofessional based on the fact that she ended up filing a police report. Nothing. I was actually celebrating a friend's birthday party at my home, and I believe it's perfectly normal to celebrate in the comfort of my own home, 100%. And they were not invited. They showed up. Okay, I must say this particular tester behaved quite unprofessionally and even breached standard protocol along with HIPAA laws. Throughout my 20 years of being subjected to drug tests, I've never encountered such an incident with a DCO officer before. She's gone. Wait, where's the footage? And then, so here's the footage. All right, so let's see what happens here. That's her. She high-fived him. She fucking high-fived him. The woman who filed the police report. Let's watch that again. She high-fived him, dude. This is the footage of them leaving the house. This is definitive as far as I'm concerned, okay? High five. Okay, later. And look at how she's walking. Does she look... That's unbelievable, okay? This is proof that filing a police report is ludicrous, okay? And Jon Jones goes and he goes to open the doors for them, I think. Okay, yeah, dude. Get out of here. Get out of here. File the police report. File the police report. Yeah. For once, in an incident where Jon Jones has been accused of bad behavior, I have his back completely on this, dude. I have his back. If he provided a sample, I mean, they're going to find out what's in his system, right? He provided the sample. So, again, that's that as far as I'm concerned. Jon Jones exonerated on this one as far as I'm concerned. That woman needs to find another job, dude. You do not understand the nature of what you do if you are unable to deal with someone who's frustrated you showed up at their house while he's blacked out drunk at his own house. So that's what I got. I love you guys. Bye-bye.